Live from Kakariko Village. Broadcast throughout the Retroverse, transmitted to the real world via a maze of wires connecting a Super Nintendo to a Wii, to a Wi-Fi network, and finally to the Internet. The Techno Funk Boy presents the Retro Zoo Super Show. Now here are your hosts, Kai and Steven.
Thank you and welcome to the Retro Zoo Super Show. We're so glad that you are joining us today, and you're probably already thinking, this is the wrong day.
Wait,
I'm Kai.
I'm Steven, but why? I thought this was supposed to be Friday. This is not Friday, is it?
No, it's not Friday. It's Thursday.
Well, man, this is a Friday show. Everybody looks forward to it on Friday. It's the end of the week.
It's recorded. They could listen to it on Friday, but there's a very important reason why we are releasing one day early. It's most exciting. This is like getting the broadcast out one day early, just to sate the appetite of our listeners who are just waiting all week to get, another episode, and here we are.
So are we changing it back to Thursdays now?
No, it's going to be a Friday show.
Okay, but you're doing this as just kind of to shake it up.
Well, no. There's a reason why it's on Friday today, and Stephen, I know we kind of mentioned to you
it's on Friday.
Last minute. What?
You just said it's on Friday today.
No, it's Thursday today.
Oh, I'm so confused. Okay, you're going to have to tell me what's going on.
It is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yes.
The Friday show is on Thursday.
The Friday show is on Thursday this week. Next week it's going to be on Friday. Last week it was on Friday. This week is on Thursday.
What's on next week? It'll be Friday, like you said.
Right.
Okay. So
the following week, who knows? But it's going to be on Friday.
Okay. So why is it on Thursday?
Because we are going to be talking more about the 12-hour challenge today, and the 12-hour challenge actually starts tomorrow. And so I wanted to give everybody kind of a taste of what's going on, a little heads up of what to expect, and that way, bright and early tomorrow, they can tune in if they so desire and get all the 12-hour challenge they want. And it could be less than 12 hours of the 12-hour challenge. It could be a lot more of the 12-hour challenge than 12 hours, depending on everybody's personal taste and scheduling conflicts.
Oh, okay. I remember you talking about this through the haze of the past. My memory is parting, and I'm seeing you telling me.
We were actually both really sleepy last episode. I think it was just a haze for both of us.
Yeah, it had been a very long day, but now I'm remembering.
Yes, so
the 12-hour challenge.
The 12-hour challenge. It's so.
You're going to make a special theme for the 12-hour challenge. The 12-hour challenge.
It's a live show, and so no.
I can come on the show at the beginning of the 12-hour challenge and sing the Gilligan's Island theme in the spirit of retrotude. and to the 12-hour challenge. Instead of it being a 3-hour tour, it'll be a 12-hour challenge.
12-hour challenge. A 12-hour challenge.
I think we could do it.
The RNG was getting rough. The Bosses, they were hard.
The frame rates were fast enough. And we won the game today. Okay, no, I
That
don't
didn't
know.
rhyme.
No, sorry. Hey, genius doesn't always have to rhyme. But that wasn't genius. So.
Oh, did I tell you? Okay, I have actually my two favorite poems. There's not literally my favorite poems, but I love these two poems. It's the two poems I've memorized. One is, the saddest thing I ever did see was a woodpecker pecking at a plastic tree. He looked at me and friend, said he, things ain't as sweet as they used to be. That's it.
Aww.
But the other one is my actual favorite poem. And it is, roses are red, violets are blue. Some poems rhyme, some don't.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love that one. Oh,
I have the poems to memorize. You want to hear my poems?
sure.
My
PG audience.
PG audience. No, this was I tried one time to memorize Eloise to Abelard by Alexander Pope,
Oh, yeah.
but I only got this one part memorized. It's heaven first taught letters for some wretch's aid, some banished lover or some captive maid. They live, they breathe, they speak what love inspires, straight from the heart and faithful to its fires. The virgin's wish without her blush imparts, excuse the blush and pour out all the heart. Wafted sigh from Indus to the... I can't remember. But anyway, something like that.
I could tell you were losing it there at the end. It was starting off so strong, and then
yeah.
not so much.
You say it in your head a bunch and it's perfect, and then you say it out loud and it just doesn't work. Anyway.
I am ready for today's broadcast. Let me recite poetry.
We're excited!
Wow, gosh, I apparently am more awake on Thursdays than I am on Fridays. Goodness,
Maybe we should change it back to Thursdays. Wasn't that the initial
it
time?
was, yes, it was, and that didn't work. That was really horrible, actually.
Yeah, I didn't give much time to make the episode.
Yeah, we were just kind of rushing the prep work on it all the time. Friday actually works a ton better for us. Oh, but I am Kai. I think I said that before. You are
Mordecai. No, I'm Steven. I want to change my name though to Mordecai because it's kind of like Mordecai.
okay. First of all,
That's too much.
our very good friend who joins us on the Realm Online all the time, Ravenant, is a loyal listener, and he is hopping mad right now because that's his secondary character name on the Realm.
What?
Mordecai.
Mordecai? I did not even know that.
Well, I was being very generous when I said he joins us on the Realm all the time. He mostly joins me.
Well, because you never tell me when you're getting on the realm. I think you keep it secret.
It's every Tuesday.
You don't want me to be embarrassed. You don't want to be embarrassed in front of your friends by me. That's it. Say it. Just say it.
Every Tuesday.
I embarrass you in front of your friends.
Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday.
I'm like a parent when I come on. That's how I feel.
Literally every Tuesday night we're on the Realm.
Well, maybe one day I'll show up and surprise you.
Yeah. Actually, in our effort to do more like scheduled broadcast on Twitch, that is the only one that we've managed to hit every single week. And we have been streaming the Realm on Tuesday nights at twitch.tv/technofunkboy. Please, by the way, please mark that down because we're going to talk more about the Twitch channel as we go into the 12-hour challenge. But that is the one thing that we have been doing every single week. And a group of us, including Jeff and Charlotte from Jeff Adams' Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JeffAdam, JEFFATOM. We get together, and Ravenant, who does not have a Twitch channel, but we get together and figure out some sort of game to play, and we're very often helped out by Starry, who is amazing, and do some sort of fun thing with everybody on the Realm, and it turns out to be a ton of fun. And so that is on Tuesdays, and you are more than welcome to join us.
And I think I did tune in one time just as a viewer, and it was a lot of fun watching y'all play. So I think that
you
was
didn't say something.
I said
you said
I did say something. I said something like, I chose the drinking pub or something like that with all caps, and everybody ignored me. And then I just sat there.
Wow.
Sad. Nobody cared about my vote. It might not have been a Tuesday. I think it might have been a Saturday or Friday. It was when y'all did the front yard contest.
Yeah, that was on a Tuesday. I think that you were watching like the VOD, the video on demand of it,
and chatting with the video on demand.
Right, which no one sees. And somebody that actually happened the other day. Is I got off stream and I looked at my notifications and like and somebody I'm not gonna point out who, they figured it out. They figured it out because they did join the live chat very soon. But like he was like making multiple comments on one of the VODs, like giving me hints on what to do next and stuff. That's like, dude, that was like a week ago.
So it'll appear. That's probably what it was. Is I probably saw. Yeah, it will probably was on a Saturday or something.
Yeah, it will. If you type something, it will appear in the chat, like in that time. Like all the chat is saved, and so you'll see other people chatting, and you can put in comments too, but they're not live anymore, and so no one sees them. I really actually, I'm not even sure why they allow, the
people to comment. That probably throws a lot of people off. Yeah. Like me.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I totally had somebody doing that in my chat just a couple of weeks ago, like I was just saying, and very talking a lot, but that was cleared up, and so that works. So just. If you do watch, please just try to be aware if you're watching something live or one of the VODs, and in that way you won't think that I'm ignoring you, like apparently Steven does.
Yeah, well, now I feel a lot better, actually. That's like a huge weight that I've been carrying around. You just lifted off me.
Yeah, you're like, Kai is such a jerk. Just pretending like I wasn't there. But you saw the lawn decorating contest.
I did. It was really cool.
Really cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The people doing it were so much better than me.
So which one was yours?
No, well, I should say so much better than I would do.
Yeah, because I didn't think you had one.
No, I didn't do one. I did create a character. I could not believe. Okay, so this lawn decorating contest was, the theme of it was summer. And so I created a character whose name was Summer, and I could not believe that I snagged that name. Somebody should have had that by now, but they didn't, and so I snagged it. And so I entered as Summer, not telling anybody that my name was Summer, or that it was me. And I entered the contest with the statement, "This contest has my name all over it." And all I did for this lawn was I put beer in the front lawn with little notes about how these were bribes to get me to win, and what's more refreshing on stuff like what's more refreshing on it's summer than beer. It was pretty great, yeah. So, but yeah, I took my name out of the. I did reveal it, in the competition that this was me and this was just a joke. But yeah, but one of the judges, DeMonica, who was being played by Charlotte, did one as well, even though she was not entered into the contest. But it was amazing. People. What people normally do, if you haven't seen this video, is everybody has a house in the realm. And your house has 2 rooms in it, but you also have a front lawn. Now, anybody can get into the front lawn, but they can't get through the front door. But what they do is you get a bunch of like robes or other clothing with a particular color, and you very carefully set all these robes and clothing in the front lawn to make a scene. And so people were getting a lot of like light blue stuff and dark blue stuff to make kind of an ocean scene, and some like tan and yellow clothing to make beaches and stuff. And it was
that's really interesting. I was wondering
really
how they
cool.
did that.
Yeah, it's very inventive. And one
What about
person,
the surfboards?
the surfboards are just are things you can get in the realm. They're actually just surfboards. Right now, I don't know if it's permanent or not, but there's a beach in the realm, and you can buy a swimsuit and a surfboard.
Can you swim?
No, but you could stand in the water.
That's cool.
But swimming, swimming is not a thing in the realm
Yet.
yet. If we got any devs in the audience, it's our next request.
This is a nudge, nudge, wink, wink moment.
If you can make first of all a surfing mode in the realm, and then perhaps a fishing mode in the realm, I think that would be pretty epic.
And the surfing and fishing combined mode.
Where you're hanging tent with the fishing pole and you're reeling something in.
Yeah, or
Nice.
you hook a shark and it's like making you go real fast. You're swimming.
That'd be kind of awesome. All right, that's a freebie, devs. Come on, let's get on that.
Let's see it happen.
Wow, goodness. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we better get started on the show. So, we are being produced as always by Drum. Drum, how are you doing today?
I am functioning normally.
Drum. What's
Drum.
going on?
Drum, I don't think that you're
Kai.
function normally.
Kai, look at his face. Look at that blank stare.
Well, he's kind of always got a blank. Well, that is more blanky.
It's a little more blanky than
That is more
normal.
blanky. Gosh, we just took him out of the back to tank today, earlier today, and so I wonder we were supposed to keep him in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been 2
Or was
weeks.
that last week?
Well, it is Thursday, so I guess it's 1 week.
So we took him out a day
16.
early.
But I mean, could this really be a result of 1 day early? I don't think so.
Hey, if you miss a pixel, this might have been a frame perfect, back to healing thing. So yeah,
Okay,
it could
well,
totally
all right.
ruin it.
I hate to point out the fact that you were talking about pixels and then you jumped to frames, and they're different things.
I know. Well,
There's
I thought
pixel
I knew
perfect
frame.
and there's frame perfect.
I thought it was either one, either pixel perfect or frame perfect. I know I jumped because I was like, pixel's too accurate. Even if we're off on a frame, which is more like a day, we might have
Okay.
missed this whole healing
All right.
process.
Well, all right.
Did you try turning them on, turning back off again, or turning them off and back on?
Well, he was off already. We'll turn him off and we'll figure it out. I mean, well, I guess we got to call the VCR repair guy, but
Why is the back to tank all messed up? Look at the. Were those wires hanging out there before?
Oh, I see that. Man, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't remember.
I don't know. We're just
They
gonna
all
have
look
to,
the same. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna have to talk to the VCR repair guy. I just don't know. Gosh, that's frustrating.
I'm disappointed. We paid him like $20 or something.
Yeah, something like that. In rupees, no less. I had to cut down several bushes to get those rupees.
Yeah. Well, maybe you can get a little bit back. Maybe we can call him. And
I don't know. Yeah, we'll
right.
figure it out. But nothing we can do about it right now. So, all right. So he's off. I think
It smells like a burning smell too.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's I just flipped him back on, so he'll have to do his reboot, and hopefully he'll be back to normal. Maybe that was all that was needed. So
Such a pain.
yeah. What were we talking about? 12-hour challenge.
12-hour challenge.
Yes. So we mentioned this briefly last week, but we did want to go into more detail. We had some questions from the listeners about this. I really kind of glazed over it because I didn't know if anybody would be interested or not, but we did get quite a bit of response on it. And so I did want to kind of talk about it a little bit more. This is, I believe if I'm not mistaken, this happens twice a year. And it was started by a speedrunner named Golden, who's actually a fantastic runner and Twitch broadcaster. And so the point of it was to kind of delve into new speedruns, to learn something new, to get into, something different, and see if you could, do all the research, learn the run, and do a speed run of a game within 12 hours. So this one is obviously a weekend of July 27th through 29th. There's not a set time on this. Whoever's participating in it is going to be doing their run whenever it's convenient for them. And there's a lot of people who like split up their 12 hours, maybe six on one day, 6 on a next, or 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening with a break in the middle or something like that. And some of them run shorter, if they don't have that long. The point is not to have everybody running at the exact same moment and for exactly 12 hours. The point is to challenge yourself with a new speed run in a single day, in a single 12-hour period, a single weekend, I should say, and to be able to do a first run of this game and get a decent time on it, in that weekend. And so that's what this is. This is the 7th time this is happening, and it's always a whole lot of fun. The last time it happened was in February, and listeners are going to remember that that's when I started to run the Paladin run of Final Fantasy IV. And we talked about that a lot. I really need to get back to that game. I still, I learned that run and did, and did it that weekend. And, I still haven't gotten a time that I've been satisfied with, but I'm hoping to get back into that soon. But, I did not have a Twitch stream at the time. And so I didn't make a big deal about, broadcasting it or anything, but this time I will be participating and I will have a Twitch stream. So that's why I asked everybody to write down twitch.tv/technofunkboy a little bit earlier today.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So, I want to get into a little bit of details about what this, what's going to be happening and how you can participate, either as a runner or as a viewer. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing, on Saturday specifically. So, first of all, you can just do what I just described. You can do this. You can just pick a game and you can run it. For a lot of the experienced runners and the ones that have been doing this a while, Golden always puts in this theme challenge. And that's to kind of knock people off kilter a little bit, maybe get them thinking in a direction that they wouldn't normally think. And so the theme this time is to do a run that's never been run at a Games Done Quick event. And, we hype up Games Done Quick every time they broadcast. They do tons of run. And so this really does kind of knock out the stuff that you would immediately think of. So all the Mario games have run at Games Done Quick. All the Sonic games and the Zelda games have run at Games Done Quick. So you've really got to dig deep into the kind of gaming catalog if you're going to fulfill this particular challenge. But the theme challenge is optional. And so, especially if you are new to the challenge and you're just looking at your first one, you might want to do a game that's been at a GDQ, and that way you can watch other people run it. You can watch people explain what they're doing and do that. But this is kind of the next level of 12-hour challenging.
So this would be like the pros do this.
Right. Exactly.
I've done so many 12-hour challenges that I'm going to take it to the next level by following the theme.
Right. Yeah. So the last challenge was doing a motion control game. And so a lot of people were doing like Wii games, and I remember watching Darbian do a golf game. I think it was on Wii Sports Resort, and he was working on the golf game all day, and I was just sitting there. It's like my wrist would be just torn to pieces after 12 hours of flicking that little thing to hit the ball. And so, but the challenge this time is to find a game that's never been done at a GDQ.
Well, that's going to be actually tricky because they do a lot of different
they've done a
there.
lot of games. I'm really interested to see what everybody's going to come up with. Like I said, I will not be doing this theme. But I'm really looking forward to seeing some games that I've never seen before. Cause normally if I watch speedruns, I'll pull it up like on YouTube, but I'll pull like stuff from GDQ events or limit break events. And it just watch the videos of those. But this is definitely going to put like a new, it just kind of put some games in front of my eyes that I've not seen speedrun before. So I'm really looking forward to that. And the same thing happened last time. And, it's like, I never would have thought that I would sit down and watch, somebody speedrun a Wii golf game. But the challenge kind of put that in front of somebody and they did it. And so, there's some cool stuff going on like that. If you are a contestant, I'm going to post all the links to the sign up form. You don't actually have to sign up if you still want to run it. This is not like, it is a formal event, but it's not a formal event. If you want to just join in, you can join in. But, if I'll post the links to all the info, signups, view the people who are running it. Actually, let's take a look at that. Oh, see, now this is kind of, I probably should have pulled this up earlier, but yeah, a lot of people in here. A lot of interesting games. So there's a lot of people who are doing games that, that have been run at GDQ. So, I'm seeing a bunch of Mario. I'm seeing some Final Fantasies. I'm seeing some, a little bit of Chrono Trigger, Contra. So
you could still do it. You just
absolutely,
have to.
Yeah. But some other stuff that I've not watched before. Xena Warrior Princess. I think I have seen a speedrun of that, but I don't think it was a GDQ. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I don't know if that's been a GDQ before, but I've played that game. Quake, I'm pretty sure that's been at a GDQ, but I haven't seen it myself. Undertale has been, but that's a fun run and a fun game. So, a bunch of stuff like that. Judge Dredd on the SNES. I haven't even seen that game. I need to look that up. That sounds like it's probably terrible. But it's Judge Dredd, and so there's a VeggieTales on the PS2.
Are you serious?
Apparently. Oh, I'm going to watch that one. That as well sounds terrible. But why not? So there's going to be a wide variety of stuff. I am on there. Sweet. I actually just signed up, a couple of days ago. I just wanted to check to see if I was doing it, if I was listed on there. And so, yeah, so there's several hundred people running. So there's going to be plenty to watch over the weekend. So all of that will be posted there. If you are interested at all, you want to join the Discord page, I'll put that in there as well, but this one's easy. The link is easy. Discord.gg/12-hour challenge. That's 12 Numbers 1, 2, hour challenge. That one's really easy to find. But lastly, if you want to watch, you can totally check out the list of submissions, or there is going to be a 12-hour challenge community on Twitch. And so if you go to the community page on Twitch and get to the 12-hour challenge, you're going to be able to see a list of the people who are running at any given moment and check those out. So that's twitch.tv/community/12-hour challenge. In this case, 12 is spelled out, 12-hour challenge, but we will put links to all of that in the show notes page. Definitely want to check that out. But that begins tomorrow, and it's going to run all weekend long. And so I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to being able to run it this year on Twitch. And hopefully y'all will join me. But we're going to talk a little bit about that right after the break.
Awesome.
Hey, it's Kai here. We recently finished our latest EP, Quest of the Dragon Warrior. It's an electronic tribute to Dragon Warrior and the amazing music that game gave us. We're really excited about how this music came out, and we want you to have it for free. If you go to technofunkboy.com/Dragon Warrior and sign up for our weekly newsletter, you'll get the songs to download and keep for free forever. That's technofunkboy.com/Dragon Warrior, or check the show notes for a link. And we are back. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I was going to run for the 12-hour challenge.
You're going to run Jurassic Park.
Yes. No. What did you just say?
You should, but no, I'm changing my mind as soon as I'm saying no. I think I've given up on Jurassic Park.
So, no, it's going to be a game that we've actually talked about a lot. And so I don't want to spend a terrible amount of time on it because we've done 7 episodes on Dragon Warrior, but I'm going to do Dragon Warrior.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you'll be familiar with it. Isn't that part of the, you're not supposed to know how it works?
Well, here's the thing about it is that when we interviewed Ouija on the Dragon Warrior speedrun, that was a different category than what I'm going to do. He was able to finish the game in 24 minutes. The category I'm going to be doing is no RNG manipulation. That means that Ouija was able to remove the randomness of the game by really very carefully choosing his inputs. I am not removing the randomness of the game. And so his run is 24 minutes long. Mine is going to be in the 6 to 7 hour range. And so I'm going to be doing the research offline. And that's Sparkover is being super nice. She is sharing her notes with me. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of runs. But I'm going to do that kind of in the 5 hours before I start my run. But so when I go live, it's going to be the run by alone, and so it's going to the tough thing about it is going to be the endurance of it, because I've never sat down for that long straight playing a video game, and so a lot of it is kind of repetitive. So there's a lot of level grinding in it, and then there's something called the gold grind, and this is kind of the weirdest kind of glitchy thing about the run. And what happens is in Dragon Warrior, there's only the game only has so many slots available in the memory on what's in chests, and I think that number is 6. I might be mistaken on that, but the reason they made it like that was because there was no dungeon in the game with more than that many chests in it.
Oh.
And so there was no point in putting 10 slots in there because you didn't need them. But what they didn't realize is that if you die, you transport back to Tantego Castle into the throne room. And the game does not register that you've left the dungeon. And so the values it had for chest are already sitting there. And so I have not started my research yet on it, and so I don't know all the particulars. I just know that this is how this works. So if there's like 5 spaces for treasure chest, then inside the castle you open the 6th one. And the game does not know what to do, and so it gives you what's inside the chest and leaves the chest there. And so you just keep taking money out of the chest over and over and over again until you have thousands of pieces of gold. And this gold grind takes 45 minutes-ish to do. And so that's where the endurance really starts kicking in, because this is basically how good can you menu very repetitively over a period of time. And this is really what separates like the truly great runners of this game, like Ness Cardinality. I think Ness Cardinality still has the record of it with the rest of us, or Sparkover or Ouija are very good at this. And I'm probably not going to do very well in that segment, but you can save tons of time by just being good at menuing. And but it's definitely an endurance test, and that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Wow. That sounds intense, man.
Yeah. So the rest is, once you get that gold, then you can actually afford a lot of the best equipment in the game. And so you go from having a club to getting one of the better swords, like a broadsword or something, and some of the better armor. And then you level grind until you can beat the Axe Knight that's guarding Erdrick's armor, and then you take it. And then you grind until you can buy the Silver Shield, and then you grind until you can get Erdrick's sword out of the Dragon Lord's castle. And then you grind until you reach about level 18 or 19, where you actually have a chance to beat the Dragon Lord. And so there's a lot of grinding to the game, and the game is not really based so much on like precise platforming or anything like that. It's just how fast can you get through very repetitive commands, and that's where the skill comes in. So it should be really interesting. I think the record is somewhere like in 5.5 hour range, but I'm certain mine will be closer to 7 hours. I would love to get under 7 hours. That would actually make me really happy.
Yeah. Wow. So we've talked about the actual game itself and how you're gonna, some of the strategies, but how are you going to get into shape to sit there? Like, what kind of exercises or endurance things are you going to be practicing? Just as you contemplate sitting there for possibly 7 hours or more.
Wow. Yeah, my initial
special
goal.
Exercises you do?
Well, my initial goal was to try to pee right before I start.
Okay.
But I probably should have thought more about exercise.
Do you do some stretches, some yoga poses? I mean, are you gonna what if your leg
stretching?
cramps?
That'd probably be a good idea. Stretching beforehand.
I think you should.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, and what happens if you get thirsty?
Well, I'm gonna drink something.
But then you might have to use the bathroom again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is like
maybe
I think I don't know that I'm gonna be able to go without a restroom break. Knowing myself and my particular bladder size.
Yeah. You could train yourself. That's one of the things you could start training on. It's just not going to the bathroom when you have to.
It is Thursday, and I'm doing this on Saturday.
Well, so maybe tonight don't try not to use the bathroom.
Okay, I'll try to hold it as long as possible. So yeah, all right. Well, I'm going to be doing my run on Saturday. I'm going to try to start fairly early in the morning, and just run, basically run all day on it. And so I would love for y'all to join me at twitch.tv/technofunkboy, not .technofunkboy. That's just wrong.
Say it one more time right so you don't confuse anybody.
Twitch.tv/technofunkboy.
And you will be doing the 12-hour tour. Hour challenge, sorry.
The hour started getting long. He really had to pee.
He knew he couldn't get up or he'd lose his spot. He.
You could have rhymed. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. Because you could have rhymed RNG.
I think this should be a bonus. You should actually put the 12-hour tour challenge to the music, and it should be a bonus.
Oh well, okay. If you give me more advance warning, that'd be
One
great.
Day. Maybe for next year.
Yeah, but tomorrow I'm going to start my research, and Saturday I'm going to do the run, and so there's not a lot of time for us to arrange Gilligan's Island.
I like giving you lots of challenges when it's too late for you to do them.
And they suddenly change too, like Jurassic Park. You're like, I need you to beat the T-Rex. Okay, I mean the game, and I'm like, no.
Oh man.
Oh gosh. Well, okay, so it looks like Drum is rebooting. So, Drum, can you hear us?
Affirmative.
Well, that sounded a little better.
Yeah, that was like 30% better.
We have a call on line.
Oh, that's not good.
One.
Uh-oh. The repeater.
Okay. Well, all right. We'll get with the VCR repairman after this, but let's go ahead and hit the call. Line 1, you are on the air. Who am I talking with?
Hey guys, this is Timmy.
Oh, hey Timmy, how's it going today?
Oh well, it's going really well. So I was listening to y'all talk about the 12-hour challenge, and it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun checking it out all the time. Are you considering watching some of it as we go?
Well, I was thinking about like running a game myself, but I'm not really sure what to run. I all my favorite games have already been in a GDQ event.
Well, Timmy, I mean, don't really worry about that, especially if you're a first-time runner of the 12-hour challenge. The point of those challenges really is to, kind of get some variety in there, kind of for especially for veterans at this who have done this a long time, to really to do something that they wouldn't have thought of doing otherwise. But especially if this is your first time, it's like me. This is my first time. I'm not doing the challenge, this particular challenge, but I've been going to tackle a game that I really love and see what comes of it.
Okay, well, yeah, I think I'll do that then. So what game should I do?
Well, Timmy, I don't know, man. That's really up to you. What do you really like? What are you good at?
No, I really like a lot of games, but I'm not very good at them. I did beat level 1 at Contra once.
Okay, yeah, Contra might not be the best one to start off on. That's kind of a tough game. So that might be one that you save for a future challenge.
Well, okay. I mean, do you have some suggestions on what might be good for me?
Timmy, I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I just don't know. I would just, maybe do some research on some games that you love, that you're good at, that you've beaten, that you kind of keep coming back to, and you've beaten a few times.
Well, how do I know if the speed run is easy or easier or how to do it?
Well, there's actually a number of ways to do that. If you, I mean, if like, maybe the first thing you check out is speedrun.com. To check the game there. Sometimes they have guides posted there, other resources posted there. Sometimes if you check like YouTube, then you'll see that somebody's like done like a tutorial on how to get through the game. You might watch some of the other people on speedrun.com. A lot of time, most of the time, I would say when somebody posts a their PB or a world record, they have video of the accomplishment, so you can check that out. If like in my game, Dragon Warrior, there's not a ton of like really like crazy tech in there, and so watching other people do the run kind of clues me in on most of what I need to do. So you might check that. You might do searches on how to do this. Sometimes there's discords to do that.
So, like, does every game have all of these things?
Well, no. I mean, no. It really depends on the game. There's it really depends on the game. So like what, where like if I picked a particular game, could you tell me where to find it? Timmy, I would suggest Google in that case.
Well, but you have like connections, and
I don't really have connections. I know a couple of speedrunners, but
But those are connections. I don't have access to speedrunners.
They're really nice. Most of them are really nice. I guess if you, that might be one thing you do is just ask one of them.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'd be more comfortable for both me and for them if it came from you and not from me. And
okay, Timmy. All right, Timmy. I'll tell you what. Because we like you. Tell me what game you're going to play, and I'll look into it. And I'll see what I can find, and I'll send it to you. Okay?
Well, I'm not really sure yet. So, could you give me some options?
What do you mean options?
I don't know. Just make a list of each game, and where to find all the resources for that particular game, and maybe you can. Oh, this is a good idea. Why don't you make that part of your show notes page? Because I always hear about you I always hear you talking about your show notes page, but I never go because it doesn't seem like it's very helpful to people and in life.
It's a great show notes. You definitely should go to the show notes page.
No, it doesn't really seem that interesting. But what I'm saying is, if maybe you did a list of games and where to find these resources, like if there's any videos or some guides or a Discord page, maybe you could do just a list of them, and that way all the listeners who want to do the 12-hour challenge, they can come and they can pick some. Pick a game, and they'll have everything right there, and they won't have to worry about trying to jump all over the place and find the right thing.
Timmy, you're talking about for everybody? How many games do you want me to put on there?
I don't know, all of them?
All of them?
Well, I mean, maybe you can limit yourself to an era. Just 8 and 16-bit games. And, you definitely want to hit all the consoles, because not everybody likes Nintendo. And there's some Sega people in there, and some others, and so you could do all of those.
To me, that's literally hundreds of games. If not thousands of games, that's literally hundreds of games.
Well, we've got a day.
Timmy, no, I'm not doing that.
What about just 16-bit games?
No. No. there's so many of these games, and like there's multiple categories in each one.
Wait, categories? What's this?
That's like okay. So for Dragon Warrior, I'm doing the any percent no RNG manipulation.
I have no idea what any of those words mean except no.
Timmy, okay. Any percent is that we're just trying to get to the end of the game, okay? And you can exploit, any warps, any skips, any glitches, in to get to the end.
Oh, so it's like in Mario, if you use the warps to get to level 4 and then level 8.
Right, exactly.
But that makes sense. But there's some other stuff to it.
Well, the no RNG manipulation we had Ouija Wee talking about this on a few episodes ago. It was a fantastic episode of how you can manipulate the randomness of the game so that everything that happens you're expecting and you're able to control. And so it really cuts down on the time of the game. It cuts it down from, something like 5.5 hours down to about, well, the record's about little over 24 minutes.
But you can't do that in the any percent.
Well, no, you can do that in the any percent. You can't do that in the any percent no RNG manipulation.
Well, if you can't do that, then what makes it any percent?
Well, it's any percent because it's not 100%.
But you just said in any percent, you can do any of the glitches or the skips or however you needed to do it to get to the end. But if you can't do one of these skips or one of these strategies, how is that still any percent?
That's just the way they say it. Okay, there could be additional rules to the any percent thing.
So now you're changing the definition.
I'm not trying to change the definition, Timmy. I'm not trying to change the definition. I was trying to shorthand. Okay, so like there's 100% and there's any percent and there's low percent.
What's low percent?
That's when you go and you don't like pick up any power ups or as few power ups as possible.
How is that low percent? That should be like no power up percent.
I don't choose the names, Timmy. I don't choose the names. I really don't know what to tell you.
Because like any percent is a very low percent too.
That's true. You can get very low percent on any percent.
But that's not a low percent.
Timmy, Timmy, I can't do this research for all the games. That's impractical. It's not gonna work.
What if you just limit yourself to Super Nintendo?
No, Timmy, I'm not gonna do that.
What about just first-party games on the Super Nintendo?
Timmy, no.
Well, in that case, I really don't know how this is going to be possible.
I'm not sure, Timmy. I don't know. Maybe you join the Discord and you ask what people would suggest. If you want to do Strider, that was done at Games Done Quick. What was it, last year? And they explained the entire speedrun live on Games Done Quick, so you could just watch that. That would be really, really practical for you.
Well, that's a good idea. So how is it that y'all know that I'm doing this? Do you like is there some sort of like thing that the game can tell y'all that I'm I'm running it?
Well, no, you stream it.
I don't know how to do that.
Timmy, it might be a little late for you to pick up the 12-hour challenge this time. I normally try to encourage people to give it a swing, but you might wait 6 months for the next one. I think that'd be good. In the meantime, you can, start up figuring out how to stream, start up your own stream, and go from there.
Well, I have to say this whole thing is a little discouraging.
I would agree with you. Okay, well, I think that we are out of time. I really do appreciate y'all listening in. We like I said, we did launch this a day early so that you will be able, if this is the first time you're hearing about this, you will be able to join in on the festivities. As a reminder, on Saturday, and I would try to get this started in the morning because this is a very long run. But on Saturday at twitch.tv/technofunkboy, I will be doing the 12-hour challenge with Dragon Warrior, any %, no RNG manipulation. And so I do hope that you'll stop in and check that out. If there's going to be links in the show notes page on how you can see any and all of these speed runs. Please remember the video on demand, that you can come back to them later and check them out. And so, even if you're busy this weekend, you will be able to still check this out. In the meantime, we do kind of try to spread all the ways that we're doing stuff here, and between stuff that we are preparing on our Patreon page, the free music we're doing. But this time, what I really want to highlight is that Twitch page, twitch.tv/technofunkboy. Please head on over there, hit follow, and in that way you'll get notified when we do go live on it. There's a lot of times we're trying to do our research for the show live on Twitch more. And so we'll try to refamiliarize ourselves, or familiarize ourselves for the first time with different games that we're going to be featuring online. And so you'll get notified of that. And so you can, see us beat our heads against the wall on these new games, or you can check out our normal Tuesday night, Realm Online stream, or special events like this. We do try to at least stream a couple of times a week, if not more. And we've had a lot of fun doing that, and so please do join us over there. So, hopefully I will see you on Saturday. But in the meantime, thank you so much again for joining us, and we will catch you another time.
The Retro Zoo Super Show is brought to you by the Techno Funk Boy. Follow us on Twitter at Techno Funk Boy, on Facebook at the Techno Funk Boy, and sign up for our email list at technofunkboy.com. Also look for us on Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon for music. If you are so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcast catcher. If you are not so inclined, you are obviously some sort of villain trying to conquer the world. Unowned music and gameplay clips are used for educational and critical purposes. Thank you for listening, keep gaming, and once you have responsibilities that need to be done at this time, then you can game later.